Today I'm about to show you how you can sell winning products just like these online that are proven and guaranteed to make you money. And I am literally going to show you the proof. With this method, you can potentially make up to 6 figures this year, even as a beginner with no experience.
We ended up making 1,600 in sales in only 3 days with no experience at all.
So I'm about to take your hand and walk you step by step through how to get started with drop shipping. And this right here is going to be something anyone can do from anywhere in the world. And we're going to do all of this for free, which I know for a lot of people is important because you don't want to keep pouring your hard-earned money out on things that may not work. You want to be able to try it and test it out a bit first. So don't worry, I got you. What's up guys, this is Monique and welcome back to the channel. I am back with the news that you definitely can use, but first, if you are new here, hello, bonjour, hola, aloha, konnichiwa, wagwan, shalom, assalamu alaikum, jambo, namaste. So this is about to be a full tutorial and it'll probably be one of the longest videos I have ever made because I don't want this just to be another video where people tell you that you can do something without actually showing you all of the steps that you need to do it in order to succeed at it. First and foremost, how to create your online store, how to easily find those products that you can sell that are guaranteed to make you money. I'm going to give you some free tools that'll help you come up with a business name and create a logo in a matter of minutes. And we'll talk about how you can add the products you selected to your store with just one click, and also how to automate the fulfillment process so you don't ever have to worry about managing the orders or shipping them. But before we dive deep into this, for those of you who may not have any idea about what dropshipping is and how it works, basically you are responsible for finding products and placing them in your online store. And instead of having to put out a ton of money in the beginning pre-purchasing these products and then storing them in your closet or your garage until you get sales, with dropshipping you are using other people's money. Once the customer purchased the product from your store, then at that point you take the money that you receive from them and you go to a third-party supplier and purchase that product. And what's even better, you can either have the supplier or a fulfillment company then send that product directly to the customer. You're kind of like the middleman. And how you really benefit out of this is you are purchasing these products at wholesale prices, which is typically lower than the retail price, what people are selling it for. And when you list these products on your store, you get to set your own price, which is going to be higher than, of course, what you paid for. So let's say you buy the product for $7 and then on your store you sell it for $20. You'll get a $13 profit. Again, all without ever having to use your own money to do this. So when it comes to drop shipping, the very first step that we need to take is going to be to open up an online store. And remember, I am trying to keep all of this free for you when first starting out so that you can get the chance to test this out before really having to commit to anything. So that's why we are going to be using Shopify to create our store, because I have a link that I put down in the description that will get you a 3-day free trial. Now, I know it's only 3 days and that may not be enough time to get you the feel and thrill that you need to make sure this is what you want to do. So if you sign up using that link below after the 3-day trial, you'll be able to get Shopify for only $1 a month for 3 months. And that $1 should be the most that you will have to spend this month trying to grow your dropshipping business. So once you enter your email, you will be brought to this page right here, and they are going to ask you a few questions, and those questions are not really important, so you don't have to stress about that. But it's also going to ask you, where will your business be located? And as you can see, these are all of the different countries that you can create a store in. Now, after you choose your country, you'll finish creating your Shopify account by adding your email again and creating a password. And at this point, I want to take a moment to say congratulations, because if you're following along with me, which I hope you are, you just completed the first step to making money with dropshipping. Now, of course, your store not done yet. We're going to work on that in a little while, and I'm going to show you a really easy, simple way to do that. So don't feel overwhelmed about this. We're doing this together. So the next thing we need to do before we go into anything else is to find the winning products to sell that are going to get us paid. And I'm about to give you a powerful tool that you are definitely going to need in order to succeed at this, and that is AutoDS. And AutoDS is pretty much an all-in-one dropshipping platform. They actually do the research for you, and then they provide you with best-selling products for you to try out. They are also a supplier. They have the products for you to sell. And on top of that, they also fulfill the orders for you. So there's going to be another link down in the description that will get you a 30-day free trial of AutoDS. You know, our mission is to keep everything free, or at least under $1. So you can go ahead and set up your free account. It's very easy and simple to do, so that you can continue to follow along and we can do this together. So once you've started that free trial, when you log in, the very first thing they are going to tell you to do is add a store. So we're going to click on the we already have a Shopify store so that we can connect it to AutoDS. So you'll click on install, then you'll come to the top and hit install the AutoDS app. And at that point, it'll be connected, so whatever you do in AutoDS will be able to be automatically sent over to Shopify, and you won't have to do it again. Now, when it comes to finding the perfect product for you to sell, you used to have to spend hours and sometimes days searching the web or different platforms looking for products that may be trending. But the good thing is now you don't have to do that anymore. AutoDS has 3 different product finding features called Marketplace, Winning Products, and TikTok Spy. Again, like I said earlier, where they have already done the research for you. All you have to do is review the stuff that they've already found that's doing really well, and then you'll pick the ones that fit your needs. So in Marketplace, this is where you'll find all of the products that they have available. And there are tons of categories for you to choose from, and you can even narrow this down. And you can come up here and filter results to look for specific things like where it ships to or from and the price. Now, they do have other suppliers that you can connect to AutoDS, but I definitely recommend using AutoDS as a supplier because they have such a wide variety of products, and they have low shipping times, anywhere from 2 to 5 days depending on the product. So you'll be able to compete with the big boys that have 2-day shipping. And that's really important when you're starting out, especially when it comes to customer satisfaction. Now, you can also look for what to sell under the Winning Products tab. This is where you will find the hand-picked, pre-vetted products that I told you are guaranteed to make you money. And the good thing about this is they add 3 to 5 new products every day, so you will never run out of options. Now, this is where the proof lies. Each product here has its own analysis, which is really a breakdown of the potential profit that you can receive. They show you how much the products are being sold for. They'll let you know if this particular product is currently saturated or not. And honestly, as a new beginner, you are not going to start with products that are not already out there. You are going to want to use the things that are proven and already working because you are not known yet. However, this does help with finding which products may be more saturated than others. Another great thing about this, it also shows you who the target audience is of their particular product, because you're not going to go and sell pet products to a person that does not even own a pet. So it's important to know who you need to target with this. Another thing, they will break down your competitors. They'll show the prices that they're charging. They'll give you the websites of them. They'll show you the ads that they're using. So all of the work you used to have to do on your own has pretty much been done for you. Now, for some reason, if you can't find any products in those 2 areas I just showed you, they do have one more that's called TikTok Spy. And this one is definitely going to save you hours of searching for products under that TikTok made me buy it tab. You will be able to look at the different TikTok content that's doing well, and you can filter the results based on how many likes they are getting, the views that they are receiving. They'll even let you know the interactions that they are getting. You'll also be able to see if these videos are organically doing well, or if people are putting ads on it to get those sales. And just a few more things you want to keep in mind when you are going through all of these things looking for products. When you are just starting out, you want to make sure you pick one niche. Previously, when dropshipping first started, a lot of people would create general stores that would have a bunch of different stuff, kind of like Amazon, and those used to work. But at this time, especially for new people, many people are not being successful by creating those type of stores. And so as you are considering which niche you want to go into, some of the top dropshipping niches to consider are health and wellness, beauty and skincare, there's home decor, kitchen appliances, there's electronics, fashion and apparel. Of course, we can't leave out babies and kids and pets. Make sure you find products that solve problems or add value. You definitely want to look for things that are trending and in season right now. Valentine's Day is right around the corner and Mother's Day is right up after that. So I think this particular product right here is a great product to sell after considering all of those factors and looking at the analysis. But one thing people are absolutely going crazy over right now is those Stanley cups. Let me know down in the comments if you've heard anything about those Stanley cups or if you own one yourself. But as I was searching through the products looking for the best ones to start drop shipping, because like I said, you want to look for things trending and in season as well, and I came across this one right here, which is really good. So at this point, I honestly can go either way on it. I definitely wouldn't do them both. Like I said, that's two totally different niches. So I am going to go with the Rose Bear, and you can actually add more than one product to your store. So since we are in the theme of flowers, you can add these forever roses as well to offer a variety. So now that we found our products, remember I told you, you will be able to add products with the click of a button. So to add this to our store, we are going to go to the import draft button, then we'll select draft, and we are going to hit click to edit this. This is where we will add the price of this, and we'll be able to pick the different variants we want to upload to our store, as well as come up with a good title. You can use the title they have, but when you're creating this for your store, you should want something that will be specific to your brand. So as far as title, to make this easier for us, I'm going to click on the optimize with AI. That means AI is going to create a title for us. So then it just asks to choose the tone you want, and I want this to be sellable, of course. And then they want to know the temperature, and I want it to be more creative. And look at this title that they came up with. This is perfect. As far as description, they already have a pre-filled description that you can use. However, I don't like to use the same stuff all the time that everybody else may be using. So you can also optimize this with AI. And then the next thing you can do is select all of the variants that you want for this particular product. And the next thing that is really important is going to be the price. So we want to make sure we hit the edit button on that. And before I set a price, you can kind of Google or go to Amazon and look at what other people may be selling this particular product for. And for me, I like to at least always double the price. And I try to beat competition by dropping it by a few dollars just as a new beginner. And when we look at the price we come up with and we kind of compare it to what others are selling for, we fall within that range. But however, as a newbie coming into this, you definitely don't want to overprice anything, because that will hurt your sales. So moving on, the next thing you can do is choose all of the images that you want to be connected to this product when you put it on your store. And we'll hit save and import, and it's going to upload all of those things directly to your Shopify store. And I'm going to do the same process to the other two products that I found, because I don't want my page to look really naked. I feel like if you have that one lonely product on there, unless you are doing like a dedicated product sale page, I want to at least put a few more items on there so that I look legit and professional. So now we are going to head back over to Shopify, because it is time for us to finally start designing our store. This step is going to be so crucial, because when someone clicks on that link to look at your product, what your channel looks like is going to be the first experience they have with your product. And you know, a first impression is a lasting one. So one of the first things we are going to need to do is name the store. And I honestly suggest you go with a general name, just in case you start trying out some products and you feel like, you know what, this isn't working and you want to go in a completely different direction. With the general name, you won't have to change every single thing you have worked so hard on. All you have to do is change the product. And so in order to get some help coming up with the name, we are going to use another free tool called ChatGPT. So what I told it was, I just created a general store on Shopify and I need help coming up with a list of 30 possible store names. And I wanted to include the word shop. Why? I don't know. It was just a random thing that came in my mind. If you have an idea of a type of word that you want to be included, you can also do that. Or you can just ask them to come up with a list of 30 possible names. So this is a really good list that they gave me to choose from. And for some reason, the name Shop Oasis just keeps jumping at me. I like that one. So what I'm going to do next is Google it to see if any brands come up with that name. You definitely don't want to have a name that's too similar to another one, because then it will get confusing. You want your business, your brand to stand alone. And another way that I just double check to make sure that this is a good name to go with is I'll go to GoDaddy.com and I'll type in the name to see if that .com is available. And this one is actually available for only 1 cent, just to protect that name and so that no one else comes along and takes it. I will go ahead on and buy that, and you'll be able to link that to your Shopify store so people can just go to shopoasis.com. So once we have the name, then we can go ahead and create the logo. And we are going to be doing that for free using Canva. And it's an easy, quick, simple way that I do this. I usually will type in store logo. If you decided that your general store is going to be some kind of clothing store, you can look for some kind of clothing logo. And as I scroll through, all you have to do is look for a particular logo that you like. And I like this one right here. So I'm going to customize it. And the only thing you really have to do is change the name in it. And I'll type in Shop Oasis. Kind of stretch it out to make sure it fits and center it. And that's pretty much all there is to creating your logo. Now you can do more, you can go more advanced, but honestly a lot of big brands keep it very simple. And that really took less than 5 minutes to do. So at that point we just want to download it, and I always make sure I download it as a PNG so that that background can be removed, so that no matter what you put the logo on, it'll look good. So now we can go back into Shopify and we are going to add the store name that we came up with. And as you know, we already added our products to it. And to check that, you can just click on the product tab and you'll see them all here. Now comes a little bit of fun. We actually get to design the store. And don't let that overwhelm you. This is going to be easy to do because Shopify provides themes for you that's already kind of pre-designed. And these are free. They have some paid ones too, but we stand with the free ones. And you can just look at which one you prefer. You just select it and we'll be able to customize it. And when you are starting out, just keep in mind you don't want to overcomplicate things. The most important thing right now is getting your store up and running. It doesn't have to look like Picasso painted murals in it. But honestly, when it comes to these type of websites, less is really more. But you can edit the template that they gave you. I kind of like this one as is. But to show you how to change things, the first tab right here is going to show all of the things that are on your home page. This is where you'll be able to add announcements, like if you're doing a 50% off site-wide, or if you're doing buy one get one free. You can just click here and you'll type in whatever you want. And you are also able to delete the things that they already pre-put into these themes by just hovering over this trash can next to whatever you want deleted. Honestly, to me, this has all of the essentials that you need as a beginner to get started. The only thing that I do want to do is go ahead and add the logo. So I'm going to go to the settings and we'll select logo and we'll browse for the one that we created. And if you don't want to take that time to create a logo, they do have some free images that you can use, but I do suggest at least doing that much because it'll make your store look more professional and trustworthy. And once you add it, you can resize it by just dragging this board right here. Now with these themes, if you do like a particular theme but you don't like the color, you can actually change the color in it. You'll just come over here, click on a theme that you like, and then you can click on each color and you could change it to whatever you want. And of course you'll have the background and different highlights that's changing colors. Now please keep in mind, this is really important. You don't want to choose more than 3 colors. Colors is important in itself because it represents the brand that you have, and certain colors will actually make the customers feel certain ways. So you want to be really careful with the colors you choose too, but just make sure whatever colors you do decide to go with, don't choose more than 3. A primary color, a secondary color, and then something that adds contrast. So before you start putting your products out there, a few more things you want to do. First and foremost, you want to make sure that you set up your payment info so that you can get paid. And that's going to be found on that main page where we were entering your store name. The next thing you want to do is go to the checkout tab and scroll down to the marketing options and make sure that email is pre-selected and SMS. This will help you to start building an email list, and that's going to be a game changer, especially when you have new products that you add. You'll be able to email and alert people, and if you want to draw people back to your store, you can give out special discounts. But right here is what I really want you to focus on. It says you need to set up terms of service and privacy policy in your legal settings, and we're going to click on that because you want to make sure you cover your butt in case anything happens. You want to make sure you let the customers know what your policies are, what your refund policy is. You want them to know what you're liable for and what you're not. And the good thing about Shopify, they actually provide templates that you can use. Like I said, this entire system is changing and being made easier for people. Although this has become easier, I want you to keep in mind it will require work in order for you to receive the results that you are looking for. So for my refund policy, privacy policy, and terms of use, you want to make sure you use the create template. Of course, you want to go through it, make sure it lines up with what you feel. Make sure these are the policies that you want for your store. And for the return policy, I did remove the part that says where returns are sent so that I can email them if I approve the return, and then I'll tell them where to send it. So one thing you cannot create a template for is your shipping policy. But there's still an easier way that you can handle that by going to ChatGPT and asking them to create it for you. And some of the things you want to make sure that's included in that shipping policy is that you are not responsible for lost, damaged, or stolen packages. And you also want to tell it to include that customers will receive tracking info. And then you can review what they came up with. If you like it, then you'll just paste it into that section. And from there, you have a store that is ready to go. All of those policies will be found down in the footer of the page. You have all of your products here. Everything flows. Everything looks good. So as I told you earlier, you don't pay for anything until you're paid from your customer. Now, once they place their order and send their money, then you have to pay the supplier whatever that fee is that they told you that the cost of the product is. And in order to do that, you'll come back into Auto DS and to the Manage Balance section. Right here is where you will just add the product cost, not what you were paid. And that's going to cover the supplier actually giving you that product. Now, if you want Auto DS to auto fulfill this, which means they'll send out tracking info and everything related to your order, you will have to add what is called auto credits. And again, this is going to be after you receive the money, so you are not first coming out of pocket with anything. But the good thing about Auto DS, when you first open your account, they do provide a certain amount of credits so that you can auto fulfill the first few orders that you get for free. And you can always add more credits later so that they can continue to auto fulfill. Or if you're like, you know what, I want to keep my money until I grow to a certain point, you can do that too. Now, at this point, you are probably wondering, how in the world do I get my products out there in order to get these sales? So staying on our mission of keeping everything free, there are actually 2 free ways for you to do this. One thing you can do is create TikTok videos about the product, and you can add the link for people to purchase. Now, TikTok is an amazing way for you to get your product out there. Now, you may have to work harder if you're not buying ads in order to do it. You can catch on to trends and do testimonial videos, but you'll have to put a lot of them out there. But in order to do that, the thing is you will have to buy this product yourself. That's why I say it's partially free. It's free to use the platform, but you need the product in order to show people. Now, some people may just use pictures when they are promoting a product, but you'll be more likely to actually get the sales if you have the product. Now, another platform that is absolutely free for you to use is going to be Pinterest. A lot of people use Pinterest to draw inspiration, to get ideas, gift ideas. They look for home decor inspiration, different things. They come here and they actually are searching for products. So you can actually create a free account and you'll be able to upload the pictures that you got from AutoDS, or you can find and use some of the things that you see on TikTok, link it to your Pinterest, and then add your products there. There are so many ways that you can try to be creative and get your products out there for free. I'll probably have to do a dedicated video just on the advertising side of things. Drop shipping is such a huge topic, and I have literally tried to cram all of this stuff in these 20 to 30 minutes of us talking today. But my main thing is really trying to give you the basics for you to get started. Of course, you're going to build from this foundation as you continue to grow. You'll learn new things and try new things as you go along and find your groove. You'll figure out what you like, what you don't like, what works for you, what don't work for you. But I do hope that this has helped you in some way today. And please do me a favor and like this video, because that helps me out. Other than that, I look forward to hearing your success, and I thank you so much for watching. Until next time, we are out. Peace.